everyone, and welcome to the Power 9 Podcast. My name is Mekan, one of your hosts, alongside the future pro, Alfian Put.
Hey guys.
And the magic god, Cass Ang.
What's up?
Man, we have a... We've been having... We were supposed to start this podcast 1.5 hours ago. We've been having the most heated discussion about what makes sense. A debate.
A debate.
Yeah.
A riot, a war.
Debate is the thing that you put on the hook to catch the fish. You all remember that stupid joke from...
No. You always start...
Army days, man.
You want me to start sharing my jokes?
No. Okay.
I think we stop while we're here, man.
Yeah, well, welcome back. We did skip a week. Last week, we did want to talk about the Modern Masters 17. Yeah, Modern Masters third.
Third Masters.
Unfortunately, something else came out this week, and I think it does warrant our attention. And it's very fun to just talk about. I don't know, Cass doesn't find it fun to talk about things because information is so important, man.
I mean,
perfect
I don't
information.
know. Before we get into it, I don't think that we require perfect information, but I do think a topic such as this requires more than 1.5 hours of thinking and debating through, right?
But that's the thing, like. You see, this is the difference. I've been thinking about this for like at least 36 hours. The thought process has already gone through. You have been you have been introduced the topic 1.5 hours ago, which is when we started this discussion.
I read I saw this like in the morning.
Yeah, you saw this in the morning. I saw this like before I went to sleep. So.
Oh, cool.
Was it before I went to sleep? I don't know.
I woke up and like people.
No, I went to sleep like
my
really
WhatsApp and they were like, "Hey guys, check out this article." I'm like, "What?
Oh, what?"
Yeah, I mean, I saw it on
cool.
the group chat, the Grill Girl Games and the players group chat, but I didn't think it was big enough news to really bother me, especially if like the way MM17 has been going, the changes in nationals has been going.
Well, what if they sneak by a sneaky one?
Exactly. How is a monopoly? Okay, before we begin, let me go do the rigmarole because this is going to be a long and hard discussion. But before we even do that, welcome to the Power 9 Podcast. Every week you can find new episodes, power9podcast.com, mtgcast.com, iTunes, whatever. You can go and find us. We're sorry for missing a week. That week was important. Last week was RPTQ.
We had RPTQ.
And that was hectic. Hectic as
Mick
hell.
and I had to talk to the screen for like 10 hours.
10 whole hours. And imagine you wanted to do the stream on Saturday as well. Crazy!
That was me being like very,
Yeah, but instead you played, right?
Yeah, I played and I regretted playing.
Regret.
But I played because my friend played, so...
Oh, what's his name? Julianto, yeah. Julianto.
The Team Indogogo, which consists of me, Ilham, and Julianto. We all went 1-3 and dropped.
All right. It should be like Team Indomie, and then you guys like wear the Indomie t-shirt.
I'm quite sure that's racist, but
That's not racist, man. Indomie is freaking awesome. Have you all guys now have Indomie?
Sukarno's Forgotten Warriors.
Shall we do My Week in Magic? Let's do a fast My Week in Magic. But before we go into My Week in Magic, I brought some presents here.
What?
I was supposed to do this for episode 100. So here you go. For those of you who are not... there's not privy to a camera.
Oh, thank you.
It's Judge foils that I got for hosting the podcast.
I have a shiny card for my lousy EDH deck.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Thanks,
that's the thing. Like you're welcome. Thanks, guys, for joining the podcast. I know we actually have very good discussions here on the podcast, we do get. Are you? Defense of the heart, man. Are you checking out the price?
Yes.
Man, you're
a bad person.
Yeah, you're so we get these. I mean, once in a while we get the I do get some nominations from the for the podcast, and I just want to share the love.
Then why do you check the price, bro?
This is going to my EDH deck.
Yeah, of course. Defense of the heart, man.
It's so good.
Combos off with what's that crazy card? The one that gives Forbidden Orchard? Is it Forbidden Orchard?
Oh, yeah.
Gives
Every
the guy,
time you tap a land, you get a Sapling, right? Or
Yeah,
something
every
like
time,
that.
They get a Sapling.
No, it's a land. The
they
technical
get
colors.
Spirit.
Yeah, it combos with a few cards, all for the druids.
Oh, thanks.
No,
for
no, as in yeah,
There's a couple of them, but it's a pretty good solid green card, you know. And there's only one printing, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, there is.
Non-foil printing. Back in I want to say Saga or something.
Yeah.
Legacy.
Yeah.
Urza's Legacy.
I honestly feel quite touched. Like, I never thought I'd receive something for doing this
Well,
podcast.
I don't have a shiny card, but I
Yeah.
guess, you know, when MM17 come out, we can do a bit of mapping, you know.
No, but
'cause-
yeah, that's the thing. No, these are for you guys for joining the show, because we don't get anything in return for this. But the thing is, I do, because I'm a judge. So
Thanks.
yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way,
Otherwise, we don't do anything.
do stay tuned for Friday when Mick and I open boxes of MM17 and we
Yeah.
post
Oh, we
it.
will.
No, Rian and I will.
Oh,
make
okay,
it.
I mean, we
cool,
can,
cool.
right? We have like
Yeah, we do, we
We
do.
have like
Yeah,
6
yeah.
boxes in total. I might
Oh,
top
you have
mine
6
up.
boxes?
I mean, I might get 4 in total. Maybe depends.
What?
Whoa.
No, but you're definitely not opening them, man.
No,
Like,
I'm
you've got a whole sum.
No, I'm opening them. I'm opening everything.
What?
It,
What's wrong with you?
it is a very okay. So yes, theoretically, I could sell it off and make a small profit, or hold it for 5 years and make a decent amount of money. But my need for cards is greater than this monetary gain, the small
I
monetary
see.
gain. So I'll just open them
I
anyway.
think the enjoyment of opening premium packs is like better than monetary.
No,
value.
man, we got to draft the packs, man.
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
don't, please don't just open the packs.
No, but yeah, do it for unboxing video.
Actually, I think I might just open it and just for the unboxing.
Open
video
it and
itself.
lick the cards.
I mean, if I get a Liliana,
lick
I'll
it-
be
lick it
very,
or
very
flip it.
happy.
Oh, dude,
No,
Ren,
no.
I could play flip or rip it for next episode.
How about you play
YouTube.
lick it or rip it?
No,
So
no, Iron
in
Man.
both instances,
No.
the card is like
I've only
gone.
played Iron Man Magic once.
about
That's a bad format. It's a
Flush
very
it
bad format.
or flush it or
Oh, yeah,
Flash it, yeah.
I got coerced into playing
pee
Iron
it
Man Magic
or
by
flip it,
Ray
flip it or
Wong.
pee it.
You know I think it's Army regular.
What?
I got coerced into playing Iron Man Magic.
Iron Man Magic.
What's Iron Man Magic?
Yeah, what's Iron Man Magic?
Every time a card goes in the graveyard, it's a stare card.
Oh,
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's so good.
It's a good way to teach you how to play Magic, but when I learned it was Khan Sotakia standard, so I didn't want to fetch my lands.
when you fetch,
Yeah.
Oh man, so good, so good.
But the lands are meant to be fetched.
No, not if you're gonna tear them.
Just
yeah.
concede lah, just concede.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, yeah, let's talk about our week in Magic. Let's do a short one. Our week in Magic, and let's talk about the RPTQ last week.
Oh yes.
The LCQ. So last week, Grey Ogre Games hosted the RPTQ, and if you the guys didn't watch it, you can go catch it on youtube.com/Grey Ogre Games. That's where Mia Alfian gave an entire day's worth of coverage.
Yeah, man.
8 rounds, which was equivalent to about 10 hours worth of us just talking to a screen.
Yep. I think Megan and I did a decent job.
I think we did a good job, actually. You have improved in your
Yeah,
casting
thanks.
skills.
Yeah,
I'm very
I've
happy.
actually watched some of the modern games on YouTube. I think Alfian, you have improved in the commentary, the live commentary, especially when you're doing it alone, which is
Yeah,
like,
alone is actually the hardest.
yeah,
Like,
incrementally harder than streaming with 2 people.
exponentially.
Yeah,
you mean.
exponentially. Yes.
Incrementally is like just a bit harder.
Yeah.
Exponentially is a lot harder.
Yes, it is a lot harder.
Well,
Yeah,
but
English is
the
hard.
one thing that didn't change is that I don't know what the cards are.
It's okay, man.
So-
Yeah.
Nobody knows what the cards are.
Except Hikori Dust Drinker.
Okay.
Shout out to MTG Hell.
What's MTGL?
That 1 cent guy that doesn't let you untap your lands from Kamigawa.
Oh, right. Okay. Yay.
Yeah.
But you guys did play the LCQ. Both of you played the LCQ, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Horribly.
Yeah, destroyed myself. I built the Hedron alignment deck.
Why?
Actually in the right hand. Okay, so actually I lost. I could have probably made to top 8. But my heart was set on Secret Salvage, Hedron alignment. Instead of Secret Salvage, like Glimmer of Genius. And after the LCQ happened, Solomon and Mark, we play tested against. And actually the deck's pretty solid because Blue-Black Control in itself is a very powerful deck.
That's true.
It's just questionable whether you have the Hedron alignment in game 1. Your usual game ones, because you have it pre-board. But it is very powerful. I do feel that you could go a different route instead. You could go Blue-Black Control main board and then Hedron alignment post board. Because your opponents will probably remove a whole ton of cards and will not be expecting Hedron alignment, an uninteractive win deck. So yeah, but we play tested it. It's a pretty solid deck. And it
It's
was
just that you're a bad
Kappa.
player, lah.
yeah, but it felt awesome when you have call a judge like explain secret salvage to my opponent. They always give the face like the
You play this card.
what's this card, bro? You know?
What? You gotta pick it up, then you look at it upside down. Like,
Oh, the best part is because the secret salvage was Jet Foil.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
boy.
Yeah,
No
pimped
wonder.
out version of
Why you do-
Tutor.
why you
what
do
the
that?
hell? Yeah,
Yeah.
why, man?
It was a gift. I mean, Solomon got it from Joe. I think they bought it in Japan for like $1 each. Hey man, Secret Salvage. We're already thinking of the modern combo. Abzan aggro, Secret Salvage. You play Fulminator Mage on turn 3. Turn 2 if you have Birds of Paradise. Turn 4 you cast Secret Salvage. Look for all the Fulminator Mage. Turn 5 you lay double Fulminator Mage. You kill 3 of his lands. Yeah, I don't think any deck can recover from that. Don't
Cute.
think so.
That's very cute.
Sigh.
So Alfian, how was your LCQ?
Well, let's just
Yeah, we did hear like Team Indo Mimi.
yeah, Team Indo me, Team Indo Go me. Like we basically okay. This is how it happened. I was fetching a friend who wanted to go to LCQ and win LCQ to go to RPTQ.
Yeah,
Along with him,
I think that's the objective of the LCQ. Man.
yeah, and with him was already qualified for RPTQ Albert, who you will get to see on the finals of the of the thing on youtube.com/GreyOgreGames.
Hey man, don't advertise other people's shit on our podcast, man.
Anyways,
Even it's the shit that we do, so
okay. Anyway, so Julianto, that's his name. He came with Albert and Wendra, which was a judge for the WCQ.
Mhm.
He also was doing his level 2 test here,
oh yeah,
which he's passed. Congratulations to Wendra. Yep, another
Good
level 2 judge for Indonesia. Woo!
They need that. They need it.
Yeah, they needed it. Okay, anyway, so Julian was like, "Hey, Alfian, you playing right?" I'm like, no. Like, hey, play ah. Then Chun Hao tell me, "Hey, your friend come all the way from Indonesia to come here to play.
And then
you
you
also
never
play lah."
Did he at least sponsor the LCQ
Nope.
invitation? Okay.
I was super coaxed. I was peer
Man,
pressured
yeah.
into LC, and then I brought I made a. Let's just say I made a bad meta call for the deck.
Which was
Green black. My
your version was
my
bad.
version was bad. Yeah,
Mhm.
it wasn't the right version to be playing at that time. So
What?
let's just go. Let's just say it
Let's
like
just
that.
say that, yeah.
But the RPTQ was fun though.
But actually, you're a bad player, lah. That's why.
Yeah.
It's okay, man.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. The first step to solving a problem is to admit that there is a problem.
Oh shit.
But I got all my bad matchups.
So is every deck a bad matchup
Yeah,
for you?
every deck is a stupid matchup.
Yes.
Damn it. Except for Sultai Delirium.
No, that's
Sultai Delirium is a bad deck. Okay, so let us get into the topic of the week. Okay, let's we are 15 minutes in. Let's try to
Speed up.
go through this discussion.
In a civil
and the
manner.
one that I don't think it will be civil. It's a good debate. It's actually a very good debate. And
Can I be the mediator?
sure, why not?
Okay.
Okay, so the article that we are referring to is the future of Grand Prix for 2018 and beyond. This was written by Helene Bejot, and she is she's the Pro Tour head of organized play, yeah.
Nice.
And some other department. She does something else.
So she's big.
She's
Big.
one of the big wigs in.
She
in
big,
Watson.
man. She
Big.
big.
She big. Well, actually, she's old, but she's been
So-
doing it for a very long time.
Okay.
Anyway, let's dissect the article. The
Okay.
TLDR version is that CFBE, Channel Fireball Entertainment, is going to be running all the Grand Prix all over the world for
Yeah.
2018, starting 2018. Yeah, you can hear Dennis in the background.
Yay boo.
We are recording while there are a lot of people in the store, so do
Yeah.
mind the noise.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the gist of it. But let's
Okay.
dissect this article. All right, so the company is actually called CFBE, which actually it is they've become the exclusive global partner to run all Grand Prix events all around the world. It is made up of two companies, Channel Fireball, which we all know. They sell cards. They do coverage.
It's not SCG, it's Channel Fireball.
Yeah, it's not SCG. Exactly.
Question mark.
And Sideline Productions. And if you don't know who Sideline Productions are, they actually are a events management company. And they've run quite a lot of events. Some of them for Magic the Gathering, but most of them are actually not Magic related.
What
they
have
ran.
they hosted?
Sorry?
What have they ran?
So they've ran Super Bowl 2016, Special
Whoa.
Olympics World Games 2015.
Wow.
They've run Breakaway at TwitchCon. They've run where's this? Discover Navajo, which is an exhibition somewhere.
Discover
my
Navajo. What the?
Rose Bowl Game 2017.
Yep, heard of that.
Pokemon International.
Oh, Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Wait, is it a VGC?
I don't know. They just put their Pokemon. I can click on this. Pokemon International 3-day 2015 Pokemon World Championships.
Oh, so it's not. So it's even bigger than the VGC.
So yeah, it's
Okay.
Pokemon International. So they're no stranger to running events and running successful events. So these two companies have teamed up. We're gonna just call it teamed up at this point in time. To create this CFBE. Okay, and they have been tasked to run all the Grand Prix events in the world. So where's that? So they've introduced Channel Fireball, probably doesn't need much of an introduction. They have provided Magic content, hosted successful Grand Prix, and brought their own brand of event coverage to Magic streaming. And Sideline Productions, we just discussed earlier. CFBE will be bringing their combined expertise in event production, tournament management, and promotion to be the exclusive organizer of all Grand Prix around the world. Okay,
Whoa.
notice the language there, exclusive.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody else supposed to be running.
That's a pretty big responsibility.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge responsibility. Our goal is to make Grand Prix events exciting, memorable experiences for our fans around the globe while continuing to grow the program. What is this program? The Magic Pro scene. Grand Prix are our largest gatherings for players and gamers who want to experience and enjoy Magic in all of its forms, from competitive players seeking to earn prizes and pro points and to qualify for the Pro Tour through the main event, all the way to players who come for fun, friendship and side events. We know CFBE can deliver on that experience for players everywhere. And they're going to post the details for 2018's Grand Prix, complete schedule and the formats this summer, which is it will end in about 3.5 months' time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do we think about all this? Let's start with
Sell out! Goddamn corporate sellouts.
Okay.
So I think the initial thought is that it's a monopoly now.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how Grand Prix are run right now.
Okay.
So Grand Prix are run by individual. I mean, like we have individual LGS tournament organizers. I won't even call them LGS because sometimes LGS doesn't take it up. Premier tournament organizers. In Asia, where we are, it is Chainlinks. It's Hareruya. Who's the one doing in Japan? In China. Panda Games in China. In Europe, there's a whole bunch of tournament organizers. We have Bazaar Moxon, who only organizes the Legacy.
Oh man.
We have Magic Card Market, who's trying to break in. And then what was it? The ones in Europe. Oh, I forget what the name of the tournament organizer is, but there's one that generally does most of Europe. And then in America, we have CFB. We have who else does
SCG?
Grand Prix? And ICG.
They do.
Okay, so SCG also runs some Grand Prix as well. So there's a whole host of who's the guys at Cardmageddon?
Cardmageddon?
Yeah. If you guys remember, that disaster of the event. But anyway, yeah. So there's a whole different range of tournament organizers, and now I have one giant tournament organizer who's going to coordinate all the events all over the world.
Okay.
What's your first thoughts?
I'm very worried.
Why are you worried?
All right. You see, right? Before, right, we had like different people doing different things.
Mm-hmm.
You had Chainlinks handling. Let's look at the timeline. Okay, let's look at this notepad here.
All right.
So maybe there's a GP in March.
Okay.
Then there's a GP in April, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this will be separated. In March, maybe Chainlinks will do it. It's because it's in Southeast Asia.
Yep.
In April, maybe SCG will do it.
So there's like a little break in between, right?
Yeah.
Because
not only that. These two get like separate windows of time to handle their own thing.
Yep.
Now imagine if the same guy doing the same thing
for every
both
month.
of them for both months.
Okay.
The time they get is significantly less, and the amount of effort they have to put in is significantly more.
Okay, so this is assuming that, of course, the same people are running the exact same event.
No, this is assuming that they have the exact same resources as one of the entities that are running an event.
Okay, so this is what we assume. But of course, I mean, we have seen, we're looking at Sideline Productions, and they have been running events, well, mostly in America, but I believe, they'll be able to run it, you'd have to have a different team. So there's a lot of implications. There's actually a lot of implications for all of this.
Yeah.
So we talk about how the GPs are run right now. And how they actually run is what we suspect. Okay, so we don't have perfect information. We don't know exactly how it's being done, because Chainlinks is not, some companies that we do know who run the tournament scene. Hariruya is not a publicly listed company. Chainlinks is not a publicly listed company
because taxes are bad.
Yes, and paying paying shareholders also quite painful if you don't make that much money a year.
Let's not do that.
So let's not try that. But anyway, so we can only guess, and there's only two ways that things are being done right now. One is that WotC appoints. That means they pick out they pick out a company to do the GPs.
Okay.
And the other one is that WotC opens up the floor. They open bid for, the companies have to bid for the license to run the GP. And the reason why I say a license, okay, and it's important because the whole idea here is that a company is the sole licensee of this GP brand.
Okay.
Okay, so now CFB is the sole licensee. Previously, a lot of people have different licenses. They can run, different events and stuff like that.
That's right.
So, and the reason why I say it's a license, and what really is the meaning of a license. So let me bring out
that lawyer jargon stuff.
Yeah, a license is an official permission or permit to do, use, or own something, as well as the document of that permission or permit. So this is the permission to run GPs all over the world.
Okay.
And we had a discussion about this. There is a licensing fee.
Okay.
So if we talk about like normal companies, if I'm the sole distributor of chairs in Singapore, if you wanted to buy a chair, it probably came through me. Okay, my licensing fee is not so much so if you try to sell a chair, so I am the only one selling a chair.
Okay.
If Alfian, you try to sell a chair,
yeah,
you know what I would do?
Sue me?
No, I just tell the court to cease and desist. We'll go through some of your records, and then whatever profits you made from selling that chair, instead I make.
Goes to me.
It goes to me, sucker. And now you have to license selling chairs from me. If you sell chairs again, I'm going to put you in the court and probably put you in jail.
What? Why?
somewhere, because I am the sole distributor, because I have this unique license to sell chairs in Singapore.
This is the time when you do the I'm the one.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
the one.
Okay, but the thing here is that to keep this sole distributor license, I need to sell X amount of chairs. Say, let's say I need to sell 1,000 chairs a year.
That's a lot of
Okay?
chairs, bro.
That's a lot of chairs. But I need to sell the 1,000 chairs. If I don't sell these 1,000 chairs, then this contract that I have with the Chair International might not hold. And Chair International might now select you, Alfian, to be the
cool.
sole distributor. And then now I have to pay you to sell chairs.
Sell the chairs.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So that's how a license works. So that's how sole distributorship works. And the reason why we're talking about sole distributorship is because there is only one. There is only one. The one.
The one.
All right. So, where was I going? Yeah. Okay. So there is a licensing fee, and we've discussed this quite a bit. And the licensing fee is not so much, how much WotC had to pay, how much Channel Fireball really has to pay WotC.
Okay.
It's how much WotC gets out of Channel Fireball. Okay, so what probably happened? We're gonna talk about how this situation came about.
All right.
And I don't think it's because Channel Fireball and Sideline Productions got together, shook hands, and then approached Wizards of the Coast and told them, "Hey, I want to run all your events."
Give me
Maybe
all
that's
your
true. We don't know. Maybe that's true.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then
But that's
they
not
have,
very likely.
it's not very likely, but it might be true because we don't know who knows who.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, but I believe because WotC is a publicly traded company.
Yeah.
Not WotC. Hasbro is a publicly traded company. It's also ISO 9001 and 9000 something
the good-
certified,
good
which
quality and
means
stuff.
that you actually have to go through tenders and shit like that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so whoa, are you reading? Oh, this is the
I'm learning how to draft.
learning how to draft.
Yeah.
Okay, so what probably did happen is that WotC put out a open a contract.
Okay.
So they have the who wants to run the GP, and then a whole lot of companies submit their
Well,
proposal.
actually, okay. This is where to stop you right now. According to SCG, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, there were selected companies already put in a pool.
Put in the pool. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. They were informed lah. Basically, it's already chosen by WotC.
Okay.
So, SCG didn't like what WotC was doing. So
Was
they,
proposing lah,
yeah,
and then they backed
pulled
out.
out. Yeah.
So that's what we guessed anyway.
Yeah.
And this article does confirm what we kind of assumed.
Yeah.
And the reason why Channel Fireball is there is because SCG just didn't want to. And SCG, well, we did have a discussion why SCG didn't want to, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, we
So-
didn't really.
yeah, we don't exactly agree, but there are many reasons why
Yeah.
SCG wouldn't, and that's the thing. Like, we can provide you with tons of reasons why SCG wouldn't. It doesn't really matter.
So let's go through them.
Let's go through them. Do we?
Oh,
Oh man, okay. You see, this is the problem when we have the conversation. No, you see, Dennis, I blame you. I blame you because we could have been having the discussion here. We can have the discussion now anyway.
maybe
Yeah,
we can
okay.
do it
So
in a less organized manner. Do it like the. I mean, we can do it like the Magic when they have the interview with the Asian American guy and he sits down, it's like then there's multiple topics and they sit on the chair and they all talk about it. It's more impromptu rather than organized. It's more like
that's why
what
that's
comes to
the
top
whole
of
point. No, you see, you have organized the thought process, and that becomes very boring to. It saves time, but who cares? You're listening to a podcast which is an hour long. What is time to you? We could talk about just okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I mean, one of the reasons is because SCG already has their
own tour.
own tours. They have their own tournament scene, which may or may not clash with
This first line. This doesn't align with the SCG tour.
Yeah, so okay, and I believe Cass, you also mentioned it doesn't align with their SCG dates.
Yes.
And because that's important to them. I mean, like, they have their own tour circuit. They have their own... and it's big. It's international, in fact. SCG IQ is everywhere. Big Magic... Big Magic is also one of those organizers.
Yeah.
But Big Magic, invitational qualifiers is also international. Maybe not international. It's in Asia.
Yeah.
So these companies don't really see the need to maybe don't see the need but
so you see this the part where I have my doubts because although you might say that they claim that it doesn't align with their current SCG tour plan. If I'm a company, I have a board of directors, and we sit down and say like, hey, this opportunity, this opportunity has been given to us, and we can actually assumably make a bucket load of money. And then we discuss, and it says, actually, it doesn't align with our current SCG plan. It feels like, obviously they're not going to go into the nitty-gritty of why they didn't pick up the Grand Prix plan from WotC. But I do feel there's more underlying factors. And definitely it's not stated here, and we can only make assumptions. And one of my assumptions is that somehow or rather the cost is too much. Be it monetary cost or labor cost or capital cost, whatever it is, SCG didn't pick it up. And to me, when SCG, other requirements that were too high for them. And when I see an organization such as Star City pass an opportunity to assumingly make money, it does send me a few alarm bells. Like, what was being offered? Yeah, what was offered
on the table?
What's the condition? Because if I'm them, changing the dates on an IQ a year in advance is not an extremely difficult thing because you have a whole year ahead to plan for your IQ. Changing the dates, changing the venue, booking the venue location.
No, that's actually not true because some venues you have to book in a year in advance to get you that price, so that you can organize.
So, you see, with the change, so let's say assumably you have assumably it's not a word, but I'm going to keep using
it.
Assumedly. There is there's a contractual basis for SCG with, let's say, some convention center in Dallas, which is what we're looking at in the article itself.
Yeah.
And there's a penalty for them to change the date that they book. If changing a year and incurring that penalty over the year is more than a gain over being the sole licensee for being the Grand Prix host, it's more than that. Then it raises a few questions into the business model.
But it also dilutes their brand. Like they are. Look at this. The guy is like freaking happy to win the StarCityGames.com open weekend because he gets invited to the Star City Games.
And so this question of SCG not picking up actually relates into much further things that we discussed earlier, like
compensation.
Compensation, as well as the people making the booths and how do people who run GPs make money. So in my mind, when you incur penalties such as this and the cost is so much so that you wouldn't pick up another opportunity to make money, it raises a few alarm bells into what was being offered. Because I don't think if I'm a CEO of a company or a major shareholder, I will pass that opportunity to make easy money, as well as free marketing costs or whatever the case was offered, right?
I don't think it's more of it's a bad deal, more of it's opportunity costs that there are better options for them.
Correct. So let's think about it this way. So we assume that WotC had some part with liaising both Channel Fireballs and what's their face sidelines together to have a semi-merger, right, to work as a new company, CFBE.
I think they would have done it with any of the companies.
Yep.
This is probably on the table. Okay, so the part of the deal is that you get to work with, or you will form this new company called Star City Games Events, which actually Star City Games already has an events division.
Yes.
And then work with the people who work with us for Pro Tour. And look at our last Pro Tour, so fantastic.
And it's like a matter of diluting the brand. I actually feel that it is not so, because if you're running the GPs globally, you may be in regions such as Thailand, where recently we spoke to one of the owners of a shop in Thailand who doesn't use a lot of SCG prices. And it doesn't feel like there's dilution of the brand itself, especially if you take up this offer. So in my mind, there are a lot of unanswered questions when I think about why would Star City reject the plan, and when you're such a big company, you're such a big shop and brand name, an opportunity to expand even more into your monopoly into the global market feels like the right direction.
Yeah, but you might be running at capacity right now. So at the point of time the decision is made, you might be running at that capacity because you already right now have to organize events. Whereas China Fireball, well, we don't know how their company is structured, but they don't run as many events as Star City Games.
Correct.
Because Star City Games almost runs an event every other weekend. They have to liaise with stores. Like I say all they have to do is actually just look into the WER, which actually doesn't work.
Yeah.
But fake.
What?
But the thing is, they run the event every other weekend, and they have to liaise with stores. Of course, they have a system to do that, but it's
this capacity constraint, which is probably your labor constraint, right? My main quip with this is that
you can just hire more people.
Not only can you hire more people, but let's think about it. If you're a simple two-man hierarchy and you're looking to hire and you are the interviewer, would you hire somebody who's a fresh graduate who doesn't have experience, or would you hire somebody with a multitude of experience? In my opinion, it's very simple. You will hire somebody with a multitude of experience because the cost of hiring the new person, although you probably pay him a bit lesser, to leverage him for the experience as compared to the other more experienced person, will be so much more. There is a cost involved in picking the correct organizing party, and especially in this case when you compare with Channel Fireball and Star City Games. So when such a well-established brand name such as Star City with so much organizing under their belt couldn't solve the problem of running the organized play for GPs, says no. In my mind, that raises a lot of questions.
I don't think that raises a lot of questions because the way they run the events is going to be different from, let's say, how Sideline Productions run the events.
No doubt.
The way they do their marketing, the way they interact with the locals, to secure venues, to secure deals, and to do their marketing essentially is going to be very, very different. And what I imagine is actually just that the bosses or the bigwigs at SCG just said, I don't really want to dissolve my company, or I don't want to dissolve part of my company to lose them to become this SCG Entertainment. And we could just run it ourselves, but right now we can't run it ourselves.
I mean, I wouldn't say it would be a dissolve, whether they could buy into the company, and there could be a merger where the entities are not individual. They are actually conjoined to the main branches of Sidelines and SCG itself, right? Or a partnership like what Dennis at the back is saying.
Yeah, it is.
So I mean, to me, it just feels like it doesn't make sense.
But it's a newly formed company. So the from the article, CFBE is a newly formed company. That means it's a separate entity. So these two, CFB, Sideline Productions and CFBE are totally different entities.
So they basically let go of some of the individual companies.
Let go of their staff.
Let go of their staff to form a company with similar names and with similar purpose, so that the parent company doesn't have a share in the profits. I don't know if
parent company. No, so we don't talk about who owns the company, but this company is a totally separate entity, which means that it has its own mission and vision statement, which means that it has its own operations and the way that it runs.
So then if this is not a partnership between both parent companies and this is their own individual entity, then why would Channel Fireball willingly let go of their assets, their human assets, their labor assets?
Because they're not at capacity.
What?
Because they're not at capacity, and there's more chance for them. I mean, like, it is okay. So compared to, let's say, Star City Games and let's say Magic Card. Right now, Magic Card Market is doing their own tournament scene.
Okay, yeah.
CFB doesn't have that tournament scene, and I think this is what makes them that much more hungry for this. That the thing that you did mention, it's actually, well, it's hard, but at the same time it's also easy. I could just say I make the decision as a CEO. Okay, let's go move our SCG IQ, but that also sends a message. We move our SCG IQ. This Magic Grand Prix is more important than our bloody event. Whereas we are now supporting WotC, we're going to Bola la. We're going to Angkat Bola. But that's a separate argument. But that's the thing. So CFB just doesn't have their.
They don't have assets tied down to whatever current plans, business models they have, right?
Correct. So and they don't have, and they just don't have this tournament scene.
Yes.
So what better way than to grab the big tournaments, the biggest tournaments in Magic the Gathering.
So you see, this is to me. See, this is where it gets even more questionable. Because if I'm in a business and I know that I can work with an already well-known and well-established monopoly, why would I not go through the effort to intensify negotiations and make sure that these are currently my terms? You see, because like you said, Channel Fireball does not have these current circuits, so they don't have assets tied down. Their labor is not tied down to whatever their current business model is. SCG has probably has enough capacity to hire people, take out people from their own department, have a partnership with Sidelines, and run these things. And as well as when you're talking about them shifting the dates and making it such that
That's
it feels
an excuse.
like
Excuse
it
though.
feels like an excuse, because if I'm the CEO, to me, the opportunity cost of moving a few dates and letting people know in a year in advance, paying the penalty to earn even more money, seems like a super marginal thing. And I
don't
would
think
do
it's.
it.
I really don't think it's that. That SCG doesn't think that they can make money out of it.
So it's not that. So then don't you see where the question arises? When SCG doesn't feel that they can make money, but they don't want to do it, then what are the actual bureaucracies behind it? Do they not work well with Sidelines? Is it that Sidelines wants to have a more bigger say in
hold on. What if this in general, right, is just a nice way of saying
so
correct. So this is the excuse.
This is the excuse.
What if WotC just walk over them in what if WotC just decline them as a whole?
No. Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't think that will happen lah. I mean, like, if you make an open call for all participants, for all companies to
I'm quite sure
participate.
that the call for the people who they had in mind to organize the GPs in the future as a sole licensee will not be given to let's just call it
Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Tom, Dick, and Harry Magic Card Shop.
Yeah.
They want to offer it to something like that. They will probably
They
give
would
it out to
probably
established names.
yeah.
Okay,
Channel
what if
Fireball, Star City
what
Games,
if SCG was blacklisted for some reason?
No, there's no. I don't think that would be
You
the
see,
case.
even if
Otherwise,
they're
they wouldn't have approached them in the first place.
So let's think about it. I mean, to me, in a more corporate sense, if I'm not happy with entity B, but entity B provides me with the best dollar value, I would still work with them.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, I can get the best value from working with them, and it saves me so much more money. It saves me opportunity costs, monetary costs, and so much more. So it doesn't matter my bureaucratic values or my gripe with you. It doesn't matter because
my bottom line is not being my bottom line is getting fatter.
Yeah, making that dollar money, right? You gotta get rich, son. So and that's why, I was only alerted to this topic before, 1.5 hours ago. But when I think about it, there's a few question marks in my mind, and it just can't be solved.
Okay, so actually the simplest answer, Occam's razor.
Yeah.
Simplest answer is that
They just didn't want to do it.
No, is that Channel Fireball just offered a bigger licensing fee. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, and the reason why so what is this licensing fee? So we go back to the original discussion that we were having. The licensing fee is just how much you can sell. How much does WotC get back from this from getting
CFBE.
How much from CFBE? How much do they get back? And what does WotC stand to gain from running Grand Prix?
Yep.
They gain number one, booster packs.
Yes.
Booster packs are how WotC stays alive.
Yes.
No way, no nothing else. Maybe advertising money.
Yep.
Okay, so these two things are what is the revenue inflow for WotC. If Channel Fireball believes that they can get 1,500 people to every Grand Prix, that's a minimum of 1,500 packs.
Correct.
Let's just say
And one pack per person,
One
yes.
pack per person.
Okay.
That's how much I'm willing to pay at this price.
Yes.
This is how much I'm paying you, so that I can have this license to run the Grand Prix. This is what I believe I can do. This is the minimum amount. This is just the minimum amount. And we don't talk about like royalties. I mean, like royalties for the game, royalties for the name, just Magic the Gathering. I don't think Channel Fireball can leave the country and go and run their own circuit all over the world and say, oh, come join the Channel Fireball, don't know what. There's no invitations to the Pro Tour. There's nothing else that you gain except for booster packs.
We're doing it as well.
No, but this is locally.
Yeah.
Okay, but you get the idea, right?
Yep.
So this is their quote-unquote licensing fee.
Yep.
Just how much money does WotC stand to gain out of Channel Fireball? And the simplest reason is that when Channel Fireball slipped them that little piece of paper, it was more zeros or more numbers than the one SCG handed over this thing.
They didn't call a judge at that point. It was enough. It was sufficient that no judge was required to intervene.
No. They also included a little note for the judge.
Please don't call the judge, bro.
An envelope for the judge as well.
Yeah, there's another envelope for the judge. So this, I mean, Occam's razor lah. This is probably the simplest reason, and this is the nice pretty up excuse that SCG gave us. Okay, so let's go on to the last part of the discussion. What's going to happen? And this is and I think Wilfred put it the best.
Yep.
In no scenario is the price not going to stay the same.
It'll either go up or magically go down, right?
Magical Christmas line. Okay, so how does it go down? The only way that it goes down is that CFB believes that it is price elastic, right? Demand is price elastic.
Yes, and that they have no choice but to be price takers, and they take the price at which the market determines is the GP value.
Yeah. Because they have to run every single event, which means that they have to spend X amount of dollars for that event. If they don't run each event, what's going to happen is that
they still pay out WotC. They still pay out whatever was agreed upon.
Yeah. So they promise WotC that I'm going to buy 1,000 20,000 boxes from you. No, 1,000 doesn't sound like a lot.
1,000 is
20,000.
1,000 is about 100k.
1,000 pallets. That's.
Oh man, no. 1,000. Yeah, okay. 1,000 boxes. 1,000 boxes sounds fine. Like that's 100. That's 100k. Let's say each box is like $100 from the distributor. Maybe this thing. So 50k from every event. WotC stands to earn 50k from every event, which is how much? What's the name? CFBE has to pay WotC.
Yeah, minimally. They have to pay.
And this, of course, this grows. If you don't run the event well, people are not going to enjoy, and people are not going to go to the event. And so you want to start to make sure that more people come to the event. You lower the prices so that people come. That is what they will believe that is price elastic. Of course, we had this conversation that is possibly price inelastic.
Yes.
I think my argument is that for a certain set of players is price inelastic. Then there's always that segment after that. So the demand curves looks very weird. It's like a straight line, and then suddenly there's a slope downwards, something like that.
Students take note,
right?
Something like that. I don't know how to describe it, but
there's like a minimum. There's definitely a minimum number of players that will attend.
Yes.
No matter what the price.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them are just like if the price is too high, they won't.
I mean, usually
you have experienced it yourself, right?
Yeah, of course. But elasticity and inelasticity is solely quantified on a general scale. That means it ignores the small. Extreme values of numbers of small players who deem that this is elastic and don't appear for the event. So I mean, in the end, elasticity can be proven mathematically, but we don't, obviously we don't have enough information to prove it. Mm-hmm. And I ain't getting paid as a PhD or whatever you want to call it. I'm just a degree holder. I'm not going to do the math for you. But I feel that you can make your own decision and decide whether it's inelastic or elastic on your own.
So that's the thing. So no matter what it is, right? Offering a lower price will get you more players. It's just that whether the price is low enough so that the price is low enough to get enough players, but high enough so that you can make a profit out of it. So that's when it goes down.
Correct.
But almost every other scenario that we've come up with leads to increased costs. And I will just quickly run through the logics. The first scenario is that nothing changes. CFBE now outsources. They are going to subcontract the events. So previously, Chainlinks used to run the event circuit, the GP circuit in Southeast Asia. Okay. But now, CFBE is supposed to take over.
Yes.
They are going to throw out. Okay, so there's two possibilities. One is that they ask Chainlinks to do it for a lower price than they had to pay WotC.
Yep.
Okay.
Or they open up a bidding system where the highest bidder, again, the person who thinks that they can pay me the highest amount, will get to run the GP. Because on top of that, then let's say Chainlink's still interested in wanting to do the GP. They pay Channel Fireball. They also have the Channel Fireball logo and all that. So it's run under Channel Fireball events, but it's actually run under Chainlinks. So for Chainlinks to make back the same amount of money that they used to, they will have to pay. So they paid this licensing fee.
Yep.
And they will have to pass it on to the consumer.
Consumers, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So now instead of paying $90 for the event, you are going to pay $100 because I had to pay this stupid licensing fee to run this event.
Yep.
And I want to make the same amount of money.
Yes.
So price goes up. Second scenario is that and let's just end it at the second. The second scenario, so there's one scenario where CFB comes in and then everything's messed up. They don't know how to run the event. They don't understand. I think the main concern that we have is that they don't every region has its own intricacies, has its own nuances that give it that special, makes it that special event.
Yes.
Different players do take different things from different events. I think in Southeast Asia,
we like seating space a lot.
We like seating space a lot.
Yes.
And we also like,
cool environment, a nice air-conditioned, well-ventilated environment.
So comfy.
You see, CFBE doesn't really understand that, but maybe after listening to this podcast, they will. But, they come in, and everything goes belly up. They don't understand how to do anything at all.
Can I be racist? I feel like
What?
I've been watching a lot of South Park, so you speak a Chinese?
speak
I don't know what you want, man.
I'm a Chinese man.
Yeah, but this is definitely going to affect them. So, definitely, if you're CFBE, I think that the second option is usually the one you are not intending to try. Because the opportunity cost of you trying and messing it up is so much greater than outsourcing it for a lower cost and getting somebody to do it right for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the last scenario, and this is, I hope this is what happens. You might be paying more, but the quality you get is perfect. Channel Fireball events comes in. The marketing is fantastic. Everybody knows that there's a GP happening. Even people who don't bloody play Magic, they know, whoa, there's a GP happening. I got to visit. What's a GP? Then they go and find out how to play Magic. The coverage is fantastic, and that's what's been lacking in our in Southeast Asia.
Yes.
The streaming is fantastic. The event is great. We're in a great aircon room with lots of leg space and arm space between each other.
And the prices go down.
And the price is not going to go down.
Yeah, it's
because of this coverage, and if you go back to the article, so we're going to reference this article. The whole idea is that they've brought their own brand of event coverage to Magic streaming, and will be bringing their combined expertise in event production and make it, basically make it a fantastic experience. And coverage is one of those things that we lack that makes it a fantastic experience.
Yes.
We have to pay for the talent to bring them in. We have to pay for the production team to bring them. We have to pay for the license to film and to broadcast. This all adds up to cost.
And now you can watch more Singaporeans lose to the feature match curse. Oh
yeah, exactly. Put Kelvin Chu up there and
it's so easy to make a Singaporean lose, right? Just put him under the camera.
Feature, Don't even have to be like main feature match area. You could be the back table. Yeah. You're still gonna lose because they just flash into your game for like that 1 second where the guy was like sleeving up a different card and
suddenly every land is a land. Every card is a land.
Just mess you up.
I do think that the most likely scenario to occur is the first where they do outsource it. The funniest thing is that they outsource it and it's actually all still the same. It's just that now the organizers are wearing Channel Fireball shirts.
I think
that'll
be fun.
I think it'd be pretty funny, don't you think? Like after all this hoopla and discussion, it's just,
I know what the term is. It's called a maker.
Maker.
Yeah.
What's that?
Okay.
So a maker is like a team that you have regionally, like let's say news teams, right? They will have to meet their maker, but they meet a maker who
Meet their
sets up
maker,
sets up like meetings for them. If I'm getting the term wrong, somebody who does actually do journalism, please do let me know. But yeah, the maker is like somebody who sets them up with the correct contacts in that region.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Or regional office, regional office.
I do think it'd be pretty funny if everything just stays the same. I said now, it's just required
Right.
to wear a Channel Fireball shirt.
t-shirt, right?
Like we'll run the Grey Ogre event and wear the Channel Fireball shirt instead of like the Grey Ogre shirt. I think
That'll be hilarious.
I think it'd be quite funny. I think so.
Okay, I is that the end of our discussion? I don't know. This is just
I mean, this is
maybe
what we
it's not
can
worrying
cover.
lah. This is what we think
Yeah.
will happen. It's not going to. We can't change anything.
Yeah.
Watsi doesn't listen to this podcast.
Maybe they
You
do.
do.
Guess what? Even if the promo was Progenitors, you're still gonna play a GP even if it's $100.
Exactly.
Low.
No, the promo is not going to cover anything.
Yeah.
I bet you the pack that you get from losing, right,
It's probably more
is
valuable.
got more value than the bloody progenitors are. Yeah, you don't get any
Yeah.
packs. Maybe. Oh yeah. Oh, that's true.
Well, good luck casting that one Progenitors in your Legacy Elf deck.
Woo!
Now there's so many gonna be around. Oh my god.
So yeah, let us know your thoughts about this hostile. We're not going to talk this
not really
takeover,
hostile, yeah.
lah.
Hostile takeover, man.
I don't know. The idea of monopoly just sets me a bit.
Yeah, I mean,
But they were always there, man.
I just don't like.
It wasn't always a monopoly.
I just don't like Channel Fireball taking the whole responsibility of it.
No, this
It
is
feels too hard.
it's just
It
a
feels
monopoly
too hard.
shoved into your face.
That's
now,
what she
now
said.
they're actually having
Why?
an article saying, by the way, guys, there's a monopoly.
No.
If you didn't think Star City had a monopoly in the Magic market, clearly you've not been buying or selling a lot of cards
The
because
Star
they do.
City, yeah, but Star City Games didn't have a monopoly on my experience in
Hey
Magic.
man, when we're doing card price buying this and we first look at Star City Games and look at their trending and then see other sites adopt the same behavioral patterns.
That's for like the prices and stuff like that. Yeah,
But
Dennis, you want to say
speculative
something?
prices?
The speculative prices,
Like
yeah,
stuff
but
like
that's not going to
Snapcasters.
affect my experience playing
No, but
Magic.
there is a monopoly in the sense they do control the secondary market values.
Okay, that's true.
It's just that somebody is now telling you, hey bro, by
Hey,
the
bro.
way, there's a monopoly now.
Oh, man.
There's
They're
a
like,
sec-
oh my god, monopolies are bad, you know.
Oh yeah.
Socialism, yeah.
Also, you know why I think Watsi did this?
Why?
Is because, okay, so if CFBE is actually going to outsource, right? Who gets blamed for bad GPs?
CFBE.
CFBE. Not Watsi. So right now, for bad GPs, right, Watsi actually gets blamed.
Yep.
Because Watsi is the one who appoints the tournament premier tournament organizers. So now if everything goes bad, they'll just say, hey, you guys didn't do your job. And yeah, sorry.
CFBE.
CFBE, man.
Yep. And then
You-
they see
you
all the
CB.
company, and then there'll be SCGE,
No.
Hallelujah E, or
Hallelujah,
BME.
yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe it'll be a
Big Magic
GOGE.
I don't think
No,
so.
not anytime soon. Not the way that Mark goes, lah. Where are my playmats, man?
Man, don't ask me, bro. I'm
Still
only a
owe-
part-timer
And you
now.
will-
Still owe me manes.
Goes.
Okay. Yeah, let us know what you think about this new turn of events.
Startling, unfortunate events here.
Yeah. Okay, it's about 1 hour into the show. Let's do MM 2013 roundup. What's your favorite card from
Oh, non-African American soccer player Snapcaster.
MM 2017?
17. Yeah, my
Really?
favorite card is non-African American soccer playing Snapcaster Mage.
Okay, I think the foil of that would be freaking fantastic. man.
Yeah, I mean the foiling of the new Snapcaster will probably look pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why Gristleband, guys. Why? Oh lord, why? We could have
Miracles.
We could see the whole reprint of any of the ley lines of the void or blah, blah, blah. But no, you decide to bring Gristleband and
Miracles.
and like.
I just
all this
like
bad cards.
Damnation and Gifts Ungiven. I think those are good reprints.
But no Through the Breach, no. Like there was a whole bunch of cards that we were expecting, but I think the set is pretty good.
Yeah.
It could only get better with Engineered Explosive, Through the Breach, and Snaring Breach.
Yeah,
think
but
that's
you can't
asking
print
for too
all of
much.
those in like one set.
Yeah.
Hey man, the draws will be sick though. You'll be like playing a constructed deck in limited. I think that's
Everybody,
awesome.
dude, every modern Masters draft and like whatever Masters draft was just that sick.
Bro, can you imagine? you open a Tamagotchi, the next pack you open a Liliana, turn 2 Tamagotchi, turn 3 Liliana. I don't think you can lose. And it really feels fantastic.
You can, you can,
0-1.
and then like the rest of the game, like you just drop lands and lands and lands.
You
and
cast Tamagotchi, you attack, the Liliana's down to 1, you cast the Spike Jester 3-1 and kills the Liliana.
Bash, yeah.
And then you laugh at the guy. Yeah, I can see that happening actually.
A path to exile your all your shit.
Damnation, her day.
So my favorite card probably, I think, well, I would love to see the foiling of Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah.
That's one. I'm not particularly happy about the Damnation actually.
Whoa,
Why?
Because I have 2 foil Damnations already.
Who cares about that?
Hey,
Oh,
man.
you guys can go eat a dick. I'm
Oh.
lucky I'm sold off my Damnation already.
Do you see the amount of fetch lands that Ben and Joe have? And then bam,
Yeah,
fetch land.
exactly.
Like, engage,
Everybody suffers. It's just that those who don't have the cards don't suffer at all.
High
You
five,
guys-
Cass.
all of you can go eat a dick.
Yeah,
but
but seriously, the multicolors, man, terrible shit right there.
No,
Yeah.
man, there's a voice of resurgence.
Oh yeah, now this is where I'm unhappy because I've kept my voice of resurgence.
time, right?
No, but the multicolor mythics are pretty bad. Dominaria, come on, man, Dominaria.
Yeah, I don't understand the Dominaria. Okay, I think we'll talk more about Modern
Yeah.
Masters next week when the set actually comes out.
Yes.
And, I think we've drafted it and we've showed off some of the new
so
new cards.
we can
yeah.
just call it Modern Master.
I'm just excited about Liliana. I think I definitely want to open more.
because
Liliana.
because you don't have it, right?
No, I have one.
Oh.
I have my one.
So if you had
copy.
4, it'll be the other argument. Like, damn it, man, why Liliana?
I mean, why, Liliana? No, I think if I have 4, I still want more Lilianas because one whole page of 9 Lilianas. Or I have the 4, which means that I need to get 12 Lilianas
Wow.
to fill up one page. Oh man, that would be
That's a
so.
lot
What's
of-
wrong with filling out
I
a
already
page
got
of-
like five
Wait,
Snapcasters.
What's wrong with
so
the
it's okay.
page of damnations then?
I already have 2 and they're both foil. So if I get a non-foil one, it spoils this thing, which is why I sold off the non-foil one. And that's, you only need 2 damnations.
Oh, by the way, anything you get now has the sticker, so it actually isn't the same.
Yeah, it's
turn. Look at your Liliana, it's a sticker now, bitch. Compared to your old one without a sticker. Yeah, I hope it tells all you OCD people. That's right.
It's got a sticker there, you gotta like scratch it off.
Apparently,
Take it
Power
off.
Podcast now ableist. Enablers of
Enablers.
ableism.
I'm gonna enable all those people who thought about OCD to buy the ones with non-sticker or the ones with all stickers.
Oh, man.
So,
Oh
you know,
man.
yeah, there are a lot of people, man.
Oh, mine are
Tamagotchi.
Judge foils, by the way.
There's
so
a reason why.
Whatever, man.
There's a reason why, even though people think future sight Tamagotchi art may not be as necessarily as nice as the new one, you'll buy the future sight one because no sticker, man.
No stickers,
sticker.
yo.
What's wrong with the sticker?
Stickers
Yeah,
like
it's-
for kids, man. It's like kiddie game, bro.
Yeah,
no stickers,
you
mom, my cards, man.
You're a
Scratch
kid.
the stickers.
Yeah, I'm glad you call me a kid because I'm older.
Okay, we
Kinda
are
yeah,
going to
welcome.
end the show here. Next week we'll be talking about more of Modern Masters 2030. We also have we have a lot of things that we want to talk about. I definitely want to talk about like the state of standard right now.
Oh man.
But I'm
can we not,
so,
talk, can we
yeah,
not talk about that?
I think it's actually
No, we should.
fantastic.
No,
I mean, in
No.
a summary, I do think
No.
it is great.
fantastic. You're being very sarcastic.
No,
aren't you?
actually not.
Oh my god! No, then we definitely have to have this
Yeah.
conversation.
yeah. No, it's
you know,
okay, but it'll be irrelevant. It'll be irrelevant soon because Benlist is coming out.
Yay. Yeah, maybe we'll talk about the
For your
Let's see
guardian.
what happens.
Snake.
Yeah,
Laugh at all of you players. You don't alignment for the win, boys. Right now. Fear the alignment.
Alright, we're going to go off for the night. If you are new to all this, you are listening to the Power 9 podcast. Every week you can find new episodes, power9podcast.com. You can find it on mtgcast.com as well as on iTunes. And if you're there, do leave us a review. You can also find us on YouTube, youtube.com/actually you just type in Power 9 podcast because we don't have enough subscribers. Please subscribe, then we can change the bloody thing to youtube.com/Power 9 podcast. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Power 9 podcast, on our
I think you should do this
Instagram
as a
at Power 9
recording.
podcast.
It's like super long.
No, you got to do
No.
it. You got to do it live.
No,
Live.
That's why you got like stuff like this, like you interrupting me
That's true.
when I say you can find us on Twitter
Okay.
at Power 9 podcast.
It's
The 9 is number 9.
Yeah,
I
you see,
remember
Kaz was about to fill in for you. Alfian,
No.
why do I give you this?
No, no!
Don't put it in the magnet, man. It's like going to like spoil the card.
It's gonna have like a circle.
Yeah, it's good. Do you know there's the one guy who like traded in his collection and he had the ring imprint on the card.
Why?
And it damaged like a whole bunch of his cards, because I think he put in a ring binder, and then he rests his cards in the wrong way, so they were pressing on the ring. And
that's why you just keep it in a cardboard box. Noobs. Keep it in a cardboard box, bro, and don't move the box around.
Yeah. Last but not least, you can find us on Twitch every Tuesday and Wednesday. Me and Alfian, we do the stream for Grey Ogre Games. Twitch.tv/TheAsianJudge, Twitch.tv/Grey Ogre Games. Okay, we're done for today. Do leave us your comments, and if you do enjoy this podcast, do share it with other people. We've heard some good feedback from the guys in Australia. Thanks for listening, even though most of you who are the listeners are from America.
They say I'm cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Alfian, the one who... No, actually, they were referring to... Who's the one that makes the lame jokes?
That's me.
No, that's me.
No, I make the lame joke.
No.
You guys
want to argue over this? You want to argue over lame jokes? You want to really argue over who makes the lame jokes?
Come on, now I'm doing this entire series of sub owners.
You guys can't see it, but they're actually both stroking their e-pins in front of me, and it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Kind of gross.
Clean your face off.
If a sub owner wrecks his car and gets a replacement, is it called a substitute? Alright,
that's a really bad lame joke.
That's a part. Yeah, exactly.
I died inside.
So we're gonna go off for the night. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Ciao.